Hey there, welcome to the latest episode of the Sexy Thyroid Solution. I'm your host, Angela Brown. So today I want to talk about hypothyroidism weight loss complications. But if you could do me a huge favor, if you are watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and then you'll hit the little bell so that you get a notification every single Thursday when I release a new video. And if you're watching this on Facebook and Instagram, like this video, share it, tag someone who would benefit from this information. That would definitely help me. So let's go ahead and start talking about this. So one of the hugest things whenever I have a new client is they want to talk about weight loss. Weight loss is such a very, very common thing to discuss when it comes to a slow thyroid. Now, you do not necessarily have to have, and I talked about this before, you don't have to have a diagnosis of hypothyroidism to not have a slow thyroid. You can have a slow thyroid very, very easily and not necessarily be diagnosed. And I see this all the time because of all the testing that I do. I do hair tissue testing, hormone testing, and those things. And those can always show certain things on there that can kind of be red flags for me that your thyroid is slow. So you don't necessarily have to have a blood panel showing it or a doctor telling you that your thyroid's slow to not have this happening. But one of the biggest things that I want to talk about is what can that look like for you when it comes to weight loss and your thyroid? What can slow that down? So first things first is, what is weight loss for you? You have to think about it for yourself, not what like Sally next door is doing with their medicine or how they're interacting with their doctor, things like that. You got to make it all about you. You can't really compare yourself to anybody else because you're so unique and individualized when it comes to your thyroid that you're going to lose weight at a very different rate and a different way than the person next to you that could be taking the exact same medicine, exact same dosage, got diagnosed the same day. It doesn't really matter. You're still individual. So that's something you need to consider right off the bat. The other thing is your body even ready for it? So I've talked about this so many times. If you are focused on weight loss only with your slow thyroid, it actually slows it down. Your body will do it when it's ready. And the more that you worry about it and stress about it and have anxiety over it, the harder it's going to be for your thyroid. It will not want to act enough to do the things to help with weight loss. It will be very difficult to lose weight when that's literally your only focus. Your main focus when it comes to a slow thyroid is to actually heal the slow thyroid, to take care of the slow thyroid. The weight loss is going to come. And trust me, it's frustrating. I've been there. It would tick me off when I was doing all the things and I couldn't get the weight to come off. But then I started finally realizing like maybe my body just doesn't want it to go. Like it'll go when it's ready. And it finally started happening when I like stopped worrying about it and realized that it'll go when it's ready to. Okay. So what things could be complicating that? You could have some underlying other issues. You could have a gut thing going on. There could have some hormones, sex hormones, and some minerals way off that are contributing to that. There's so many other contributing factors for why that weight loss isn't happening as fast as you want it to. So my answer for that is you've got to dig deeper. You really have to figure out like, why is this happening? Why is it taking so long to lose weight? And like, again, it could be the factor that your body's just not ready for it. It doesn't really want to do it yet. But the big thing is, have you really dug enough? Have you really dug deep enough to find out, okay, are there other complicating things here? For example, if your calcium is really elevated and your potassium is really bottomed out, that's a double whammy for slowing your thyroid down. So that actually could be causing it. Do you have a gut infection? Is your stress through the max so that your adrenals are shutting down, which will cause your thyroid to shut down? So you got to think about all these things. Like, are those all contributing? So have you looked at all that stuff? You really need to make sure that you're looking at all that stuff. So my question for you is, do you struggle with weight loss with your thyroid? Do you run into this block where you just can't lose weight and you don't know what to do? Give me a shout out. I would love to know. And I'd love to help you if you need any help or have any questions with that. So what else is there that could be causing this issue where your thyroid just says, I'm checked out. I'm not going to make you lose weight. I talked a little bit about gut stuff, even mineral stuff, things like that. But another thing to consider is your liver health, because your liver is like your detoxer. So if your liver gets really, really sluggish, that can also contribute to a weight loss issue because your body, again, doesn't think about losing weight. It's focused on your liver's not detoxing very well. Plus your liver is also a really big, important organ that needs to help with conversion of thyroid hormone. So if that's slowed down, that could be slowing your thyroid down. So there's a lot of like spinning wheels here that could cause this issue where you can't lose weight with a slow thyroid, but you really have to keep digging. You really have to look into what else is going on, what else is doing it. So what kind of things can you do to help dig deeper into this? One is you got to look at your hair tissue testing. Hair tissue testing is huge. It's going to look at your minerals. It's going to look at metals. And those are really, really big factors that could contribute to why your thyroid is not functioning well with just having a blood panel or taking thyroid hormone medication. Sometimes that's just not enough. What's the gut health doing? I talked a little bit about that. Sometimes I have to have people do a stool test because we have to see, is there something else going on in the stomach that is slowing the weight loss? Liver health is going to be another big one. And I look at that a little bit through the stool testing. We see that a little bit on the mineral testing as well. But your blood panel, have you actually had a full blood panel? More often than not, I have someone come to me and they're like, yeah, I have my thyroid checked. I look at their blood panel and it's literally only TSH. And TSH does not give me a big enough picture. I need to see a way bigger picture, which is a full thyroid panel, TSH, free T3, free T4, reverse T3, and your thyroid antibodies. If those are not checked, you did not have a full thyroid check. And unfortunately, most doctors don't do that. They just do TSH because it's easy for them to medicate that way. So that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about was, you know, why aren't you being told this? Why aren't your doctors telling you, like, okay, these are some other contributing things? The short answer is because they've just been trained really to get a blood panel with TSH and then here's the medication. So a lot of times all these other things that can contribute are not really going to be looked at. Unless you're really going to like a functional medicine doctor, a lot of them are not going to look at that. So sometimes when people start talking to me, they're kind of dumbfounded. They're like, I don't understand this. I have never been talked to about this. And I've been on thyroid medication for 25 years. Been going to a thyroid doctor for 20 years. And they've never been told this. And a lot of times it's just because it's kind of outside their realm. They just don't really look into that. And a lot of times it's because you just get thrown onto medication. So it's a Band-Aid. Obviously, some people need thyroid medication. I needed it. When I got diagnosed at 22, I had to go on thyroid medication. I've been on it ever since. The good news is that I'm barely on thyroid medication now, which is really nice. But I was on a super high dose. But I've found ways that can make my thyroid function better so that I don't have to rely on this extremely high dose of thyroid medication. So that's the big thing is you just got to really dig deeper. You have to dig deeper. You have to figure out the other factors that are contributing, which I talked about, that could be slowing that thyroid down, because when that is slowed down, that's going to cause a really hard time to lose weight. And you get all these complications that can be contributing to not being able to lose weight. Yes, the thyroid is to blame, but what else is there that could cause that thyroid to do that? So just addressing the thyroid actually sometimes is a Band-Aid too. Like you need to look at the other things that are causing that thyroid to slow down, which is causing the metabolism to slow, which again is causing the weight loss to be very difficult. So hope this video helps you. Let me know if you have any questions with this, you need some more clarification with anything. Do me a favor, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you get a notification. And again, if you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, I would love it if you would like this, share it, tag someone who would benefit from this. I have a link below also for my free guide so that you can take a look at what other things could be contributing to your slow thyroid and difficult with weight loss. So you can grab that guide there. So hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.